these, you could put it super close to your face. You could ASMR yourself. You don't have to talk super loud. Yeah, actually, it looks like a lot of people often ruin their vocal cords because they gotta project too much. So if you want to become a more effective talker, just have a GoPro minis. Yeah, but that's not flattering. You make your nose look big. It's like, nobody cares, right? Just export as audio and turn to a podcast or something. Oh, so some other thoughts, like what is the role of like Google SEO, search engine optimization, especially in the world of AI? So it looks like Microsoft is super smart. They put a big investment into OpenAI. It's like Sam Altman kind of got like shoot off the CEO board or board of directors or something. Not 100% sure what's happening, but it's still important because I guess Bing is making a huge comeback. It's like ChatGPT is searching the webs, it just uses Bing to scrape it. Yeah, maybe a good time to buy Microsoft stock. So yeah, let's make Bing cool again, right? Yeah, honestly, GPT is it's so funny. So like certain peoples I found super innovative and great thinkers include Peter Thiel in his 01 book. He predicted so much. Like the simple heuristic in terms of entrepreneurship, there are very few books worth reading. Typically only read books by the innovator themselves. So for example, the Invent and Wander by Jeff Bezos. I mean, it's kind of just like co-authored by him, which seems like a better book, edited by him and well tried. I mean, I think the Invent and Wander book is pretty good because it's essentially just like, it's kind of like Warren Buffett. It's like just a collection of his shareholder letters. And the thing that I find so insanely innovative is he essentially had his vision for building Amazon into being the thing it is today ever since he was still having his minivan or his Honda Odyssey or whatever, just shipping things to the USPS, and also just having the cheapo doors as the desks. So anyone who criticizes Jeff Bezos, I'm like, you just hate Jeff Bezos because you don't have any huevos like Jeff Bezos. And actually what a lot of people find, I think the foolishness or the naivete of a lot of peoples is that they think, oh, I wish I was Jeff Bezos and a billionaire so I could buy $1 billion worth of Lamborghinis and Ferraris. I'm like, y'all superficial. True innovators are actually really scrappy and innovative and like I don't like saying the word frugal, but like kind of like clever, I guess. Like for example, even Elon Musk, SpaceX did it. Like anyone who criticize Elon Musk and the grasshopper and SpaceX, I'm like, y'all's just like salty because you's not accomplishing your life. So don't trust small people. Yeah, just radical cost reduction. Like even like the Tesla Model 3s, they keep making the prices cheaper, which I think is a good thing for society and mass electric, etc. Can you imagine how sad it'd be if for the rest of life there'd only be Toyota Corollas on the road? Yeah, it's like Kanye's like, I pull up in my Range Rover, slightly scratch your Corolla. Yeah, even though there's a lot of things to critique about some Tesla design. I'm like, come on, man, like, don't. It's like, I'm so glad that they done built it. Maybe I'll get this Tesla Model X. Even like as a fun hippie strategy, right? Maybe it's better to yeah, just buy an old used Tesla Model S or X or whatever's, and just be one of those hippie people who live in it. Because at least, I mean, it's funny because Tesla Model X not even that big, but I guess you could fold down the rear seats and you could just sleep like that in a homeless person. It's actually funny because if I was a Novu, if I was still just like a weird random solo bachelor and I live in the States, I'd probably just like just live in a Tesla or something like that. Or I mean, don't live in the States, like live in Thailand or Cambodia or Vietnam or whatevs. Yeah, America is like, I mean, I think America is great because you have maximum freedom, which a lot of people like. Actually, the thing that's difficult too is it's actually really difficult to meet Americans who are actually super pro-America. It's also funny too because like within the educated elite, I never met nobody who was just like, I'm proud to be American. Like, they don't even use the word American. Like, when you wave a flag, right? They think you, like, you know, like you're just like you're giving fellatio to Donald Trump, right? I'm like, no, it's like, I did Boy Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. For my Eagle Scout project, I did a beautification project for this like kid center for like sexually abused kids in Alameda, Oakland, Bay Area, 510, 11 for life. And yeah, so I got American pride. I'm just like people's gonna be like, what is you, right? You do the smart ass thing and be like, I'm American. And it's funny, it's like, does Donald Trump even care about America? I think Donald Trump cares for like business, power, influence, and monies. Does Joe Biden care for America? Not really. Like, he only cares for like politics to have political power. I mean, just like look at his son, right? It's like, if his son did good things or bad things, doesn't even matter. It just means like, just look at pictures of him being a degenerate. So obviously Mr. Biden didn't do a good job of fathering him. If the sons end up becoming degenerates, it's usually the fault of the fathers. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, like, you look at the kids too, right? Kids typically, not always, right, become a manifestation of the parents. So if the kids is kind of messed up, it's because the parents kind of messed up. And then the parents messed up because their parents messed them up. Yeah, so look at the grandparents, they're the ones to blame. Or, you know, they just kind of was raised in difficult situations. Even things that I've discovered and noticed, there's much a different mentality between peoples who's born to the refugee families and came to America just like via the amnesty, I guess, rather than people who came here willingly. So I guess one of the good things about being Korean Americans is that like Koreans came to America willingly in pursuit of greater opportunities, like the land of opportunity, right? Versus like Vietnamese people, the boat peoples, a lot of refugees after the fall of Saigon came here as refugees. So there was whatever, just short Google, not looking good for Google. Amazon is still going to be robust because Amazon Web Services, the whole internet runs on AWS, and also Netflix and streaming platforms is going to be good. Also, Thoughts on Facebook Meta? Yeah, the Mark Zuckerberg made the wrong bet buying out Oculus. Unfortunately, VR is not going to be the future. It's going to be AI, because like no matter how good and cheap the Quest is, or the Meta Quest or whatever's, right? People like, also Apple, like, I mean, I think the Vision Pro thing is, I mean, I think it's cool. It's like, yeah, that thing never finna be mainstream. Unfortunately, the the future is still going to be phones. People just want a small device that can fit in their back pocket or whatever's. Yeah, my big innovation, I think, if you want to build it with me, just shoot me an email, eric@erickim.com. I think the future is going to be some sort of haptic phone. Like, imagine a phone without a screen that, imagine like Braille for your fingertips, the haptic feedbacks, and the way it buzzes, you kind of get a mind-body communication with the device, which helps you understand what it's trying to tell you. And and essentially you could just, ChatGPT, Windows, probably gonna, you guys should make a new phone, and you could just ask it things all the time. It's gonna be a personal assistant. Like, imagine like the movie Her, but like less creepy, I suppose, is gonna be a good future.